SBS, what's good? Back with another video, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. And it's been about a month and some change since I uploaded. Hey, I hope you guys are doing good, because for me, checking in on y'all, it's been a rough couple of months. I won't even lie to you. I've been on my semen retention journey, practiced semen retention. And, this video is about semen retention, turning your lust into gifts. But for me, ever since I relapsed on retention after closing down that 4-year streak, bro, shit has been rough, bro. Shit has been rough, bro. I'm smiling about it because it really, life is short. Shit ain't that serious, and I'll get through it. But I've been in a really bad rut on semen retention. You could probably see it in my face. Like, shit has been rough lately, but it will get better. Right? It always gets better. Historically, things get better, so I'm not tripping too hard. But one of the main shortcomings that I've come into is I basically started getting addicted to porn again. I won't even lie to you guys, man. I gotta be honest with you guys and tell you what's going on while I was gone. That was a big reason why I didn't come back to YouTube. I'm like, man, I can't be coming back to YouTube if I'm sitting over here watching porn, bro. I can't. I thought that losing my virginity would solve all that shit, but it didn't, bro. The flesh always wants more, man. And I already knew that, but now I'm really seeing it firsthand. With semen retention, man, when it comes down to lust, a lot of people get the feeling of love and a boost of energy. They get it confused with lust, and they let the energy distribute either to their head or to their dick, straight up. And a lot of times when you fall into your lust too much, it's because of a lack of cultivation of energy, right? I haven't really been meditating. I haven't really been praying that much. I pray before I eat, but I could do it way more. And I haven't been really cracking the Bible open that much. And I think that is a big reason why shit has been rough for me. I'm not gonna lie, I've hit a big rough stretch. I'm like Dalton Connect right now. If you watch the Lakers, he can't hit a 3 for nothing. I'm like him right now. I started out good, but then I, kind of am going through a bad slump right now on semen retention. And the one thing that I realized about cultivating your energy and semen retention is your whole body is like a magnet, bro. It has north poles and south poles. Different parts of the body have different magnetic strengths, right? Different parts of your body have different magnetic levels, right? Your head, your penis, your stomach, your chakras and all that, each part has a different side to it. A lot of times when you see like beautiful women, which I've been seeing a lot, especially because I've been going outside more, a lot of times you see them and you're like, since you're so, if you watch too much porn, that energy can create bad masturbatory habits, right? It might not be literal masturbation, but it might be some type of mental masturbation where you let that energy and that sort of that lust get straight to your head and to your dick, instead of cultivating it throughout your body and using that energy for good. One thing that I've realized about semen retention is that we all have superpowers, man. You can turn your energy into a gift to the world. That's how you really become successful in life. When it comes down to semen retention, understand that one of the benefits is you'll get more energy. Your aura will increase because you're a big giant magnet, right? When you get on semen retention, you're keeping more energy in your body. You're keeping more nutrients, more proteins in you, more energy. So naturally, energy gravitates towards you more. It's like when you're on semen retention, you become this big magnet instead of this little magnet. Big magnet attracts more things. So naturally, you're going to attract energy. The thing is, not all that energy is going to be good energy, right? A lot of it, some of it might be bad. Some of it might be a little negative. It's your job on retention to learn how to cultivate that energy and learn how to let it transmute through your whole body and let it motivate you to bring that energy back out into the world. Energy cannot be transferred. I keep messing that up. Energy cannot be destroyed, only transferred. Understand that when you are doing things, when you're putting your energy out to stuff, right? God or some divine spirit, whatever you believe in, the world is going to put trials and tribulations in front of you to see if the energy you put in is real and to see if you've earned it. Once you put in good energy and you cultivate that energy and you operate with a loving frequency, you notice good things start to happen to you, right? Good things start to come into fruition. Whereas if you're somebody who deals with bad problems by running away or not really putting in a lot of effort into things, nothing happens. You really end up being at a standstill. It becomes hard to raise your vibration. It becomes hard to get closer to God. It becomes hard to do all these other things. And what I realized is about semen retention give you the superpower. You can get all this energy and cultivate that energy, cultivate that lust, some of that dark negative energy, turn that into something positive, turn it into a gift, right, to the world, whether you're putting out good frequencies and whether you're bringing out good karma. Now, the way you actually cultivate that energy is you got to make sure that you're breathing properly. This is where meditation comes into play. You got to make sure that you're breathing deep, more specifically out your nose, and it goes into your belly. You let that transfer up into your chest. Breathe hard. Let that energy transfer, right? Let that energy transfer. I would say if you're really like battling lust really badly, meditate, bro. Like, learn to really breathe correctly. Take deep breaths. When you take short breaths throughout the day, you start to build tension. Naturally, since you have so much energy coming in, it could be negative, tension can start to build up. And certain parts of your body can get blocked, right? In terms of energy, can get blocked. That's why a lot of times men feel the need to ejaculate when they get horny, because a lot of times when you don't breathe properly and when you don't have much spiritual awareness or wisdom, when you actually start to have those lustful thoughts, when those negative energies start to come in, it only goes to two parts of your body that are the most open, your head and your dick. Naturally, since you can't transfer that energy, you got to get the energy out somehow. So that's when you start, going crazy, jerking your shit, and you end up busting, having to release that energy. But the problem is you won't feel fulfilled. You'll feel like shit, because since you didn't actually do it with the opposite gender, right, and transfer your love to them or transfer your gift to them, you ended up doing it to really nothing. What ends up happening is you don't feel fulfilled. You feel like shit, and that's where naturally that post-nut clarity comes from, where you wonder like, damn, why did I do this? It really wasn't worth it. I feel like absolute, like, you know what I mean? And a lot of people have done ways to get around it, but edging is worse, because that just means that you're trying to keep the energy in even longer. You're trying to keep negative energy in even longer, being selfish with it and not transferring out into something good. Understand that with great power comes great responsibility, as Uncle Ben said, you feel me? You have to be able to transfer that energy into other things in your life. Everything ain't just about semen retention. And the truth is, a lot of people will tell you, ooh, semen retention this, semen retention that. But if you're not transferring that energy, you're going to fail. You won't go on a long streak, period. All right? So whether you transfer that energy in having a goal, having a mission, especially as a man, you're on semen retention, the main desire of a man is purpose, mission, and being driven, right? Sticking with his purpose, right? The main goal of women is to feel the love frequency and be in a loving state, right? This is why women typically will value relationships more than dudes will. Most guys, they'll prioritize the mission over the relationship, which is how it should be, because that makes you a true masculine man, right? And the girls typically will appreciate that. They might try to object it to your face, but that's because they're testing you. Typically they like it. So you want to be able to make sure that you're really cultivating that energy and staying with your purpose and your mission, man. You got to be constantly on the move, man. But at the same time, you need to make sure that you're cultivating your energy properly, because there's certain parts that are more magnetic than others. If too much tension and energy builds up in a certain part of your body, you're going to want to end up releasing it somehow, some way. And a lot of times it could end up being detrimental, right? This is how a lot of pedophiles come into play, because typically with women, right, Young women have this sort of radiant energy that they release, that they provide. A lot of people don't realize life itself is the feminine. Being in that loving frequency, Mother Earth, life itself is feminine, right? So there's kind of this, right now society, they're trying to kind of get rid of feminism because they're angry and they're trying to shut down feminism. So a lot of the women are turning masculine and turning against other men. And now the men are pissed off, and it creates this whole little gender war that we're currently in, right? But life itself is feminine. And understand that when you are living in this life, understand that you have to learn to appreciate the feminine energy that comes into your body and comes in. The problem with a lot of pedophiles out there is they get around a young woman that has radiant energy, nice feminine energy, and they get that confused with lust because they don't know how to cultivate that energy, right? They let the shit go straight to their head or straight to their dick, and they end up trying to make a move, usually on the little girls, right? Or the really young women. Typically older women don't have that radiance. They have that veteran sort of glow to them, but they don't have that young radiance that, say, a young girl has, which is why you see a lot of older men, they'll go after like super young women and stuff, right? So you got to watch out for those things, man. I'm not saying you're going to become a pedophile, of course, but you got to realize it builds up on top of each other, and you got to really know how to operate in this life. Otherwise, you're cooked. I'm going to be honest with you. So, yeah, man. When it comes down to the lust, man, you can transfer that energy, transfer it to a loving frequency by cracking open the Bible, taking in God's wisdom, taking in that energy, cultivating it, giving out that wisdom, giving out that energy, putting that energy into a craft. Say, you're making a YouTube video right now, or you're, maybe doing some journaling or doing some deep work. Those kinds of things will help you, as well as learning to breathe properly and learning to meditate. Meditate isn't just sitting there, no, it's an exercise. Usually, typically involves breathing. So if you can get into that kind of stuff, it'll help you with retention and going on long streaks. It'll help you with staying on your grind. It'll help you with, even if you get distracted, you'll be able to cultivate the energy and sort of let it pass by instead of having it stick with you and feeling like you have to do something about it. Feel me? Hey, that's some good game right there. Hey, you know what I'm saying? SpokenBySaman, that's all we do, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I love you guys, man. But I'm gonna end it off right here, man. More videos on the way. Definitely more consistency. The only way I'm gonna get out of this slump is if I force my way out. So that's what we're gonna do. Appreciate y'all, man. Have a good one, man. See y'all later.